Welcome to Leadership Bytes, managing your emotions under pressure. Do you know your default reaction when your emotions have become negatively engaged in the workplace? Do you still react as you did as a toddler? Do you shout, scream, cry, or clam up and withdraw? You may wonder why it is that adults who are smart, have great business insight, and be seen as leaders can still exhibit the emotion maturity of a youngster when the pressure is on. And the answer is they get what they want. You may hear in the workplace, "Oh, that's just Bob. Don't worry about him. He gets results. He's smart. He gets what he wants because no consequences are in place for him." But often we don't stop to consider the destruction that Bob has caused during his career, of the people he has exposed to his rantings or his sulkings. The key question for you is, how do I react when my emotions are negatively engaged in the workplace? The following 5 strategies can help you in learning how to keep your emotions from bubbling over. Strategy 1. Awareness of how you react and what triggers you. For most of us, we have a negative emotional response if something happens that is against our belief system and values. For example, Sarah's foundational belief is that everyone is created equal. Her values are that everyone deserves respect. When something happens that goes against Sarah's beliefs and values, for example, Ronald is consistently late, this shapes her attitude towards him, who she thinks is being disrespectful to the whole team. Take a look at your emotion perception on your TQ. This is your perceived ability to pick up the emotions in yourself and in others. Are you aware of the emotional response building in you? Next, look at your emotion expression. How likely are you to let it out? Then view your assertiveness and your impulse control. How do they work together? For Sarah, it's explosively. People judge us on what we do and not on what we feel. It's the scenarios where we either explode or withdraw that cause collateral damage to our own credibility and have a negative effect on people around us. Strategy 2. Keep a diary over the next month and jot down when you feel a negative emotion. What caused it and what did you do? Do this without judging yourself. You are moving from reacting to observing, and it's difficult to try and change in the moment until you're fully aware of what affects you and how you react. At the end of the month, review what you've written. Are there any themes? Check in with your TQ. Consider how your emotionality factors are working together. Where's your emotionality? Where's your empathy? Are you putting yourself in the shoes of others? And how's your emotion management? This is your perceived ability to manage the emotions of others. Strategy 3. Make a commitment to change your response to one trigger. You may not change how you feel, but you can change how you react. Changing how you have reacted for years may be hard, but it's not impossible, especially if you want to be seen as a leader. Under pressure, your people will look to you and how you react. This doesn't mean you need to become emotionless. Leaders need to display the appropriate emotion in the moment. Strategy 4. Choose your response. Sarah chose to buy herself some time before she reacted. She began a new habit of counting to 10 before saying anything. She then would say, "That's interesting. Let me think on it for a moment." Strategy 5. Solicit help from your peers or teammates. People need to know the leaders are people too, and that leaders are continually learning and trying to improve. Share with your team members that you are learning how to manage your emotions and give them permission to alert you when they aren't sensing you have caught yourself in the moment. Sarah knew she needed to interrupt the emotional part of her brain, the amygdala, so she chose a safe word that her people used to say to her to let her know her emotions were building negatively. This allowed Sarah to snap back into a rational frame of mind. Her safe word was potato. In summary, learning how to manage your emotions when under pressure is a skill that will benefit you both in your working and your home life. It doesn't always come easy, but is always worth it. If you're curious to know more about yourself and you're interested to take the assessments, Contact your HR department or your assessment partner, Thomas International, and check out the other Thomas Leadership Bytes to learn more about leadership.